Hi, I'm Jeff,
I'm
and
Shansi.
we're the Derricotts. We've been married for 31 years on March 20th, which is our upcoming anniversary. We moved here to Charlotte 5 years ago. I took a job in the automotive manufacturing industry as an operations manager. We moved here from Greenville, South Carolina, living in Greenville for 6 years prior to moving to Charlotte. Shotzi was a caregiver with Visiting Angels in Greenville. Um, During her time there, she would take me, we would go out to dinner rather, or we would have discussions, and she would share the stories about her clients, and they really touched my heart over those years that we were there in Greenville. After we moved here, the job I took kind of ran out, and as I was looking for a next opportunity, we just happened to think about contacting Visiting Angels to see if they had any open territories here in the area, and surprisingly, they had a territory for sale that had been owned by a couple for 10 years who started it from scratch, basically 10 years prior. So in April of 21, we bought this business. And what brought us here really was, the story Shotzi shared about how she was able to help her clients and take the relationship that she built with them and the care that she had for them and that in turn they had for her. We were very attracted to an opportunity to make a living caring for other people, helping people. Really appealed to both of us, and when the opportunity was available, we jumped right in and knew that was what that we wanted to do for the next phase of our career.
I was a caregiver, um, Greenville, South Carolina, and I did take care of few people. I really enjoyed working with them, going to talk to them and taking care of the needs. And but always I think myself, one day I will be in the same position they are now. So how do I want it to get treated? So that really struck me, my thought. It really motivated me to more kindness and care about them and to take care of them. So that really focused on me to do, I can impact more people and join the Visiting Angels.
So, the way that our lives have been impacted by joining the Visiting Angels family is that we have together now each day a purpose, and that purpose is to care for our clients and to support their families, but also to support and care for our caregivers that support our clients as well as our staff. We really were looking for an opportunity where we had the freedom to uh, have a relationship based on care, respect, honor of our employees. That's been something that I wasn't really able to always do in my previous career. And now we are able to show that care and we're able to honor and respect and really lift up our staff and caregivers. So that's very fulfilling and meaningful to us personally as a couple. So, what sets Visiting Angels apart? First of all, I think it starts with the core of the business, the corporate culture, which you really get to pick up on when, at the conferences we have every year with other Visiting Angels owners. You find that most people like us get into this business because they want to help people. They want to help the vulnerable seniors in our communities, to support their families. Many of the owners like us have had their parents go through the struggles of dementia, Alzheimer's, or some other condition that elderly tend to get towards the end of their lives. And you understand that, really most of our owners got into this to help and care for other people. So it really gives a freedom to be kind, to run a business based on kindness and caring rather than just focusing on the bottom line and on profitability. It's more about relationships with your employees, with your staff, with your clients, and even with their families. And as a result of that, the community is aware of that with our company, and we are involved in different activities, initiatives in the community. For example, we participate with the local Veterans Administration group. One of our staff members is on the board of directors and gets to have input into that organization and how we can support our veterans and honor them, so that we are making a positive impact for the veterans and their families. What I look for in a caregiver is, first of all, is this someone that I would put with my mother or father? That's the first rule in bringing someone on as a caregiver. So safety is very important. We do a very detailed background check. Next would be, do they have a heart for the caring for an elderly person? Because you really have to have a heart. Some elderly with different conditions such as dementia, Alzheimer's, can be a challenge. And so the person has to have more than just this is a job. They have to have a real kind of intrinsic desire, almost like a calling to care for the elderly. And then lastly, we look for a person that has a good work history, that has shown they're reliable. And we do also check all of their references. And if they pass those 3 or 4 milestones, and we have the clients and the shifts that they would fit, then we'll bring them on and start working with them. So that's what's most important to us when we hire people. When we bought the Visiting Angels business, Visiting Angels is what you call a doing business as name, but our official corporate name had to be something different. So when Chauncey and I discussed that, what did we really want to name our business? Chauncey prayed and looked in the Bible, and the Lord gave her this scripture, which is Psalms 46:1. It says, God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. So we really believe the Lord was telling us that we needed to be ready, always ready, to try to meet the needs, desires of our clients as far as the shifts they need, if they need to make changes, that we're responsive, and also if they need to make changes to the care plan, that we're responsive and flexible and quick to make those changes and get them implemented and communicated to our caregivers. So what we decided was to name our business Ready Home Care Services, Inc. So that's our official corporate name. We go by Visiting Angels, of course, but we believe that was the Lord telling us, the kind of business we needed to have, which was be ready.